Good for me. Sick. Yeah. Now. Yeah, I recommend not watching unless you want spoilers, by the way, Reggie. Because I'm in it deep, dude. Ugh. I'm in it kind of deep. Travelers at the crossroads. Where to now? If there's anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Remember, this never yet outright refused his position with the convocation. Merely postponed the decision. Yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah. Anytime. After I'm done, I think I'm gonna try and beat the story today, but after I'm done, I'll message you, hit you up, see what you do. Hey, bro. Have a good one. Have a good one, my man. See you. Okay. There we go. Such may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist, allow me to retain your humble guide. What of you, Zoe? Will you continue along with us? Wonderful. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis, see what new encounters there are to be had. If you would follow me, we'll head back towards Anagorsis. I'll just TP there. I'll just TP there. Good fuck. Oops. Alright. Athledeus, what you doing? From here we follow the path northwards to Notinius? Etonius? We will find one of the teleporters which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We only need to use the device together once, and henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Shall we? Oh yeah, this is the one that we're like, what the hell is this? It's a TP. Got you. It's Skyvenate, right? What the fuck was I stuck on, dude? Hello? Here we are. Tonius. The teleporter will take us to Camillier? God damn it. Kalimelios Zephyros, the Western Island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Up this way, we can soon admire the view from above. Fuck. Why you gotta give me some weird ass names instead of voice acting the shit? Do we not get paid for this?
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros.
I was right. Nice.
Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poitin Oikos.
Poitin Oikos. That's a fake fucking...
Right then. Let's begin by...
It's a Spriggan.
Well, well. An Arrayus. How delightful.
It's not Reyes, it's a Spriggan. The fuck? What you got there, buddy? It's crystal meth? Okay. Oh, shit.
And what, pray tell, is that?
I think it's a shark.
Ah, that's a new species of shark.
Oh,
We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact, and then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst, concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end, I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
the Deus is like, it's nothing happening. Wow. Nope, you killed it, I think. The cool sword you got there. It's fucking Heidelin. God damn it.
That was too close. Are you unharmed?
Yes, Vanat, or whatever the hell your name
Well
is now.
If it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should
Banar.
meet you here.
Yeah, kind of familiar, aren't you?
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Interesting.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number.
Got him.
A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be
What a
glad to
chap.
share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Huh, you know I am. Now then, you are?
Nunion rings. Get the fuck away from me. Catch these hands. Ain't a god yet.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
That's not funny. There's a fourth wall here? Respect it.
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore,
Oh.
if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A blessing.
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
That too. Oh, that sounds like the blessing of light.
I
What?
see you are not ignorant to its presence. And while there are many protective spells, the one you bear is unmistakably mine.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
Yeah. It kind of makes me unalive if I do.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting! I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future. Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge, so you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest.
Yeah, it's a little big.
Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
Well, you see, you guys kind of go extinct. Also, you're a god. This guy's always mauled.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself.
Are you mad?
As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Or nah.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's now, though.
Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past.
You didn't do it.
It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it wasn't you. It was a little bit. A little bit. A little bit do be up to a little bit of mischief. Alright. My apologies. Before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept-engraved crystal. The quick-fingered Aureas which made off with it. An Aureas, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by the business with the shark. Would you like us to follow the ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureas. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed away the crystal you seek. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I'd appreciate another pair of eyes cover the land to the west of here. Hey, thanks. There's a small bridge leading to Poiton Oikos. Let's meet there. Let's meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Alright, I got a thing to find. There it is. We found it. Ba. This little dude. There he goes, dude. Actually, that's someone's mount. Okay. Found the crystal. Uh, Hello. Alas, searcher returns. I'm afraid the Aureus no longer had the crystal, or was able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better. Actually, I found the crack rock. The crystal. Well done. Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Find a way for this, stop calamity that. Oh, you too. Some of us seem destined to always be searching for ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of Zim, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or a new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or of the creations. Agreeing to help locate the missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange, how strange and wonderful it is. The way one thing leads to another. Wouldn't you agree? The past not yet to come. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, this time I return this stolen property. You would go ahead my accommodation. I will join you as soon as I attended to the task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building to the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Am I actually going to spill the beans, dude? Wait in Orcus. Welcome to my temporary abode. Let's make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Voice acting.
Ah, a wonderful aroma.
Nice.
I feel more relaxed already.
Nice.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
A calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
I'll start with some Ascian fucks. Oh, we are telling them everything. Okay.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
What do you know?
Not knowing the precise details of the fast final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
Again, you didn't specifically guide me here.
True. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any, but we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, My first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale?
Don't worry, it's okay. You got beat.
Well,
It's
I will
understandable.
not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman. To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem.
You do?
Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory.
Solitude do get kind of fucked up.
Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
Thought you could beat us, that's why. Or you knew you couldn't.
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren. You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
See you in 1,000 years, buddy. Bye.
Wait!
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
I can tell you that Van Daniel knows more about all this shit than putting on. Yeah. Hermes and Minotaur and Remedian are somehow involved.
Hermes and his creation Meteon, you say? If Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants further investigation.
I agree. It only took an entire
With that
level of quest to get here.
Tis time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now, suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest. Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Remember, Emmett was not the bad guy. Beware. I began our investigations then. I'm acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. For the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Metian I have a good idea where we might begin. I hit this. Yes, I did. See the woman standing in front of yonder building. Her name is Ismay. Ismene. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis. From what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Don't ask you questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be. I'll leave the choice of topic up to you. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Following events cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel. Yeah. So, no, again, asking questions. You got some splaining to do. Greetings, Ismene. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge him. Certainly, Mistress Fana. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What kind of person is Hermes? Well, I can only answer from my own experience, but I would describe him as a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. Man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail and is a leading authority on concepts with the power of flight. Hope that answers your question. Is there anything else? You know of Metian's abilities. It's no secret that she is a highly unusual familiar. Of late, the chief often makes his rounds with her, like a mother hen raising her chick. I understand that she is able to She is able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature more in depth, but I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you trust him? Beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for many years. I cannot say we're close. He has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties. Is that what you mean? Forgive us. We seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Metian? That would be Timaeus. That would be Timaeus. He has a similar expertise with flying concepts and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the bank of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. Keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there's aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm sorry. We've taken enough of Esmene's time. Investigation is off to a fine start when you agree. From here, I propose we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers. You could track down the colleague Esmene mentioned. While I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during the previous conversation, you seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. I'll ask that you watch your footing around the stream. You can be back here once you finish speaking with this. Yes. A fucking minotaur. Found you. Ba-da-ba-ba. Not going to the north. Yes, yes, I'm Timius, but please keep your voice down. Just all the birds. So, what did you wish to speak about? It's true you're an expert on flying creations. Fellow enthusiast, are you? Well, settle in. We can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep and abiding love for avian artistry can be traced back to when I was a young boy. Stricken by the transcendent beauty of a glorious golden-feathered creature my father had designed, it was then, there, that I vowed to one day surpass that masterpiece. Miss launches into a rambling and unstoppable discourse. And thus did I secure an observer role here in Elpis, and at last realize my childhood ambition. Here the dreams I once dreamed are an everyday reality, which I find fulfillment in research and creation of flying life forms. An abridged recounting of events, as was doubtless to your disappointment. Is there any specific part you'd like me to expand upon? No. You're hoping for my opinion on Chief Hermes' creations? Why don't you just say so? Those being which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues unabated. Sets the chiefs apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high, they disappear from view. Others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels. Even we who prize elegance of form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. Median too, it's a marvel then. My opinion on the matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Median as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Median's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for the public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. Do you know of Dynamis and Intellecies? Dynamis and Intellecies? Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was that not a flower made in Elpis, which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? Why bring up the subject? Glad that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. I must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. I learned shit. I learned nothing. Boo. Fuck. Love it now. Ah, good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago. So have you any new findings to share? I see. Even an expert in the field has a little understanding of Median's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much of the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Median as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are able to reach any definite conclusions. This is where she's like, let's just go talk to Hermes. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the intellects which control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I'm inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familiar. On that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Metian, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? Yeah, there's more like her. She has sisters. Rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In the event, would you care to elaborate? These siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning? Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unsolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Perpetua Crystalline. Not far from here, just follow the path to the west. Oh, west. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Right there. I know what way west is. Not. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. The tower and the one further along are both part of Perpetua Crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpis's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over there at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. You have any questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. And my tongue is going numb. Indeed. So if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Now, those of you wish to speak to me about. Chief Overseer's personal research project. By that I assume you mean Vetian. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Median appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me. Galeen is my partner, and a fellow researcher here in Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Metian heavensward. A host of them. Several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she has ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. Mistress Vana, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you once again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Afraid you're not mentioned. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. You favored me with the retelling of this site, which so delighted your Galeen. Of course, we could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. At present, she should be observing a subject in Metabasis Dalsai. I don't know. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Miss Vanna. Even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. This rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered from the wisdom you accumulated during the travels as a Zim. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? Theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature. With as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there is not a soul more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honored. Shall take this opportunity to meet with the Galeen in person. Allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. I'll take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. Zippity zappity. Open the door. I've opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. On arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway, and you will find yourself at the entrance to Metabazos Dalsai. Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you, I'm sure. Mr. Svana, just passing through. Allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there is always an observer or two on the upper Skyway. By here watching the cutscene, hopefully it's fucking voice acted, we will see. Mistress Vana, I was not told to expect. Would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. Only wish to speak with Galeen. That might be arranged. Yes, Galeen, of course. I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in the testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us.
delightful breeze and a breathtaking view. What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
As beautiful as ever.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice.
So what happens when you take pride over fighting for your
wait.
planet?
Will you not tell me about your adventures?
Oh, God.
Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans.
Well, every raid boss I fight, I wonder if they have toes.
But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveller. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
I can only imagine what the fuck she said. There it was, in the toilet, dude. One as big as my arm.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. Passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without, immense yet intimate, fate perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people, beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
There's not an end to it. The story is only as good as its end. Without it, there's no story at all.
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests.
That's what he said to us.
It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Time to go to the Isle and confront Hermes.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
What a nice girl. Still, have learned jack shit about Meteon, though. Got the last two quests. I did it. So another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others. would suggest that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. That's what I think. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter, the more likely possibility. Sitting under the assumption our next step should be to divine why, or even if, he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. To get revenge for all the animals. Dead ass. Dead ass, bro. Lose the face mask? Dude, no more face mask. Nice. Helmet, yeah, that's why. It says of the Behemoth King. I just want some face gear, dude. Worthy of his back. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Batea. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Gillian said she spotted them in the southeast. Rising from an isle she could see from the edge. We stand at the same vantage point. It should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Huh? Okay, you want to go on fucking all the way over there, right? No. Northeast, bro. Be more east than north. Unless there's shit over here. No way, bro. I refuse. Well, never mind. I'm just gonna go off then. Whatever, bro. Ba, 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 ba. Have to pee too at some point. Might do it after I follow or find the quest thing here. It's a big ass thing. The antlers. Okay, it's a cutscene. I'll be right back. Take it. Okay. I'm back. Oh, nice. Voice actor cutscene. Probably not. I got some water refill while I was out, so it doesn't matter. Now, oh my lord. There we go. Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Ah, what about that one? Have you the means to fly? Just quite a distance away. 5 to 8 or current, sure. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. There's the dog. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Zoe here over to that island? Pretty please. My dog's like, I know you, dude. Stubborn creature. There's no place on the great star we have not together traveled, so he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argus has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. You've ridden him before. Your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. It's certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Demonstrate to him that you're capable of holding your own against me in battle. To convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. Besides, it might even teach you a thing or two. Into the bargain. Okay, dude. Seemed doubtful. But useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler? Out of time? Choose your battlefield. Time to beat up a nut. I'm about to clap some cheeks. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I'll await you at the clearing over yonder. Up! Oh! But... Oh, give him here. Oh, we're the cheeks. Oh, you're getting fucked up. I'm on the road again. Oh, it's over there. Behind the tree. Yeah, all the way to the fucking north up here. I guess it should be like the last one I have to, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know, because I don't. Time to beat up and nah. Oh, begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. Oh, you're...
Let neither side hold back.
God damn, bitch, you tanky. What does Cleos do? Oh, I see. I forgot I had fucking ready to blast now. That's a thing.
My blade
But
sings!
that has to be get behind, dude. There's no way. Yeah. Lol, you suck. I've seen all of these before. Okay. Oh God.
My blade sings!
I get hit by one of them. Something greedy.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter.
I like this music.
Have a taste.
That's sick. What? You bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot I don't have a fucking second button to press.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
I was meant. Are you gonna be a black maid now? Yeah, you are. Nice. True arrow 4. Ow. Uh-huh. Seems very safe. And it was. Something tells me it does not be very safe now. Oh my God. Actually, it's not bad. You suck. Oh, you suck. Oh, up Tom fucking Jimmy, dude. Ain't gonna cast if I fucking just LOS you, dude. True stone 4, okay. Over dodged a little bit there, but my bad.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Ad phase. Boo. Oh, I thought it was gonna be hard to kill. It was not. Ugh. That base sucks. Okay, so make sure we kill the red ones first. Noted. Holy fuck. Oh God. Oh my. Unfair, too many. Are you done yet? Good lord.
chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
Alright, Noctis. Let's... Gilgamesh? What the fuck? Nice, you did. God damn, I was kidding.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Don't worry about me, I'm gonna throw up now. I was like, oh cool, attack, you know, only got one orb through. I was like, God, I'm gonna live with fucking all my health.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry about me.
One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding.
I do share Asm's
As
soul.
is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest.
I beat the fuck out of him
We
itself.
both learned much on our journeys.
Just laying. Just saying. Okay. I whipped his ass, dude. What's up, Argos? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boys?
Well now, I dare say he is warmed to you.
Of course, I have peanut butter in my puck.
A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Full circle, dude. Okay, he did the same thing at the moon. He was like, "Oh my god, it's you." Little elephant. His name is Crotch Rocket, by the way. Argos will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Metia made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion, and we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us, rather than against us. Flower upon your return. Let's move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? Allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below. Give us a smooth ride over the isle. Yo, someone got the forward and back mount? Y'all mind if I forward and back, dude? Oh yeah, there's fates and shit here too. That's a thing. Alright, Argos. What are we doing? Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Yeah. Here we go, dude. I'm in the cutscene? I guess. I guess I am. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. Who's a good boy? Hope I actually get this pupper. This pupper is a fucking mountain. I'm kind of dope. What was the name of that tree? No something? Ah, Otepharon or something. I don't know. They're like, no something. Oh, and it's gone. And it's gone. You guys have fucking names. Fucking random name generator, dude. Yeah, how many characters do you want in this one? Oh, 57? Oh, yeah, that's Hamalama Ding Dong right there, dude. Ah, yes, the great Hamalama Ding Dong tree. Thank God. Alright, what will we learn of Hermes' deceit?
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment.
You'd think.
The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
You mean time travel? Yeah, I'm on.
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me.
Yes, mommy.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
It sounds painful as
The
fuck.
second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Thanksgiving dinner. Oh God. Fuck. Help.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars.
What?
Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Answers.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us.
Dude, you guys live too fucking long.
Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Yeah, until one of them comes back corrupted.
Like, how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
Covered in syrup.
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Gonna be one of those Elpis flowers that are fucking. It's gonna be like bright, like vibrant yellow. Like, look how happy I am. Hermes is like, what the fuck are you doing in my swamp, dude?
So, what is your opinion?
I have learned literally nothing. Hermes is a gentle soul, and yet
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. We could do worse than look in Catesis Hyperborea. The largest facility stands in, oh my god, Ethos Boreas, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Zoe, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species design for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for all of them on so few islands? The answer lies within Catesis itself. It touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where the vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces, holds the same true of the interior of the facility and its magically constructed environs. It is there, within the sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's overseers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the teleporter north of Oiton Oikos. That's where fucking all this shit is. Okay. Nice. Nice. We're going. Nice. Don't eat me. Don't eat me. Don't eat me. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. Boom, 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 boom. Passage to Atheroskeltos Boreas. Motes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Interesting. Could the teleporter acknowledge you as my guest? You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Catesis Hyperborea, we follow this path. Turn left to at the crossroads. Yeah, boy. Sure, boy. Skinny penis. Oh, found it. I found it. God damn it. Let me have it. So I found most of them here, actually. This place is pretty compact. Ah, nice. I'll have this quest left to do here. Nice. Ooh. Radiant theme, huh? Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes at another facility, as we have just discovered. Damn it. Oh, it's the squad. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Metion, I don't know why I forgot what her name was, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with approved or appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Hey, our thoughts exactly. Or as saith the illustrious M itself. The true image me. According to your story, the 14 divine the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodatus. Again, like, as soon as I'm done with them, I just forget their names, I think, dude. Hythlodatus' sharp eyes committed to the pursuit of the solution, such as an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is that the nature of the callus was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. What better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew or was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the end of the world, of that I'm certain. Seems there is more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. Comforting. You seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. This time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for your understanding. Give your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. But as in itself, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence. No matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. We called fucking Emmett Selk a madman. He was like, "Oh fuck, hunger in the garden." I think it's time for leisurely exploration. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. I may have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is. The next all over. Medion is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study. I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Mesopus Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Okay. And I assume it's going to end like down here somewhere. I'm going to keep following them. Whoops. Passage to Mesopus Euros. Mesoposis. 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 Mesopus. They're close by, then the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Zoe, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If we were to go, I would assume he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Zoe can handle them. He did survive a bout with Vinay after all. What do you know? Off you go. Off you go to find Hermes. But do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Okay, I'll fuck him up. I'll fuck him up. Can I just leave? No? Okay, well. Okay, that thing casted worse breath? Like, the fuck you mean worse breath? There's so many dudes. Oh, I felt bad someone was over there, dude. Like the guy that was fighting us earlier. Boom, hyper velocity. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. To be honest. Oh, there he is. I found you. Zoe, what are you doing here? Thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emmett Sup company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. I'll not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. And then he is not gonna come. Bum, bum. I'm back. Spoke with Hermes then? We were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say smell. Not speak for certain convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. You convinced Hermes to confer with us. Let's pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet up with Emmett Selk, who would recreate Amaro in the depths of the ocean, I think it's best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. I hope that is. Words without sound. Hermes said he wouldn't be long, yes? We'll wait here until he emerges. 6 hours later. Oh, he's coming. More than I thought he would. I can lie.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Yeah, dude. So you've been sending people to the
Aye.
moon?
A matter of the utmost gravity.
Gravity!
If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
Hello, I'm from the future. You're kind of evil and shit, and I'm doing Calamity and fucking
Final days.
Dynamis.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether.
Okay, yep, that makes sense to me.
Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential.
There goes one question I had.
But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the self-same negative emotions. Elsewise, it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
Yep, animals are sad.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If
So it's from the
inciting
outside?
factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Oh, fuck. It's aliens,
Do
dude!
not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Oh no.
Meteon. What is it?
Oh no.
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
It hurts, it hurts. It hurts.
It is aliens.
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
And she transforms, that'd be fucked up.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared. So lonely. The pain. It's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Oh god.
Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's
Crown feels so good.
Gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Huh.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs dynamis.
Yeah, which you guys can't manipulate.
That will explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
Them fucking
Whatever it may
Martians
be, let us split up.
taking our ether. Damn Martians. Damn Martians taking our ether, bro. Dude. Yeah, dude, no, this is fucked up, Hugs. What the hell is this shit? Keep her away from Jace? Who's Jace? Alright, dude. Search the area. Be anywhere? I assume she could have gone far. Oh, there's the fucking about it. Oh, from Lee. Andy. Yeah, no, she is kind of losing it too. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Metion's presence. Fucking Martians, dude, taking our shit. You fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Okay. You know Vana? Yo, the fight with Vana, by the way, that was kind of sick, dude. That was kind of sick. I'll let one orb through because I ran to the other side of the map, whatever. I was like, fuck. And then her like ultimate ability still almost did all of my entire health. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Median's presence. Yeah, she's so fucking dope. It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No. Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Median's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Alright, dude, here we go. I just fucking eat. Woo. Eat dab. Eat dab. Suspicious disturbance. He's trying to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Median's voice. She must be elsewhere. God damn it. Hello, yes. Any Martians in here, dude? Anything behind a rock, perhaps? Aha, I found you. Mind if I forward and back real quick? Forward and back. Forward and back. Suspicious disturbance. Greetings and salutations. Hello. Commencing report. No. Why can't we can't tell them that? Must run far away. Next time I get my hands on you, tell me the report. Please don't follow me. Median's anguished face or voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. I mean, I gotta follow. Come back, little girl. I just want to give you some free hugs. Got him. Got him, dude. Hello, yes. What is up here? Lotus. Oh. All the way around. And I'm telling you, it's gonna end here. There's no way it doesn't. There's no way it doesn't. He's trying to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Midian's voice. She must be elsewhere. I'm not gonna scream. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? While we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Midian's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Is there a teleporter here, dude? No way. Got a giant blue thingy. I swear to gibbers, this is not you. Gonna scream. Give me the fucking voice, chick. Yeah. I wonder what's happening over here. Don't you fucking do it. Go away. I'm chilling. Yeah. Nick. I gotta say, out of all of my theories, I did not expect Martians. I was wrong. Compelling report for dissemination to Hermes and all people of Atheris. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. You mustn't listen. Hail me. I swear. Why didn't you grab her? You should have grabbed her. Oh, my brain. Why didn't we grab her, dude? Just right there. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Ben's anguished voice flees toward the lake. Any sign of Midian? Yeah, she's running away, panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of the situation? Many are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Yeah, her fucking eyes turned black. I'm telling you, got corrupted. Much as you would approach any sentient being directly. In Media's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. Unless we can track down the Median we just lost, we have no means to communicate with him. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. We had best set our musing aside, concentrate on how we might find her. Interesting. Would not make something that would link up to their consciousness? I assume that would also corrupt the thing, actually, so maybe it's not too good, but still. You gave them a fucking failsafe of incognito, which is kind of sickening. Oh, my dear Median. What did you witness out there? Frighten you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Median renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of aether? How much image self solidified your presence when... Oh, yeah, okay, I see, yeah. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel aether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. We will continue the search in the same manner as before, this time with you in tow. Once he ascertains Median's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with your swift, ethereal downpour. Very clever. Thankfully, she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards the lake. Towards Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. So Emmet Silk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while the others predict and obstruct Median's avenues of escape. Silk and I will keep an eye on each other's aether to help coordinate our efforts. Let's be about it. Let us be about it. Well, it seems like we're partners for the time being. Let's return to where we last saw Median and pick up the trail from there. I'll keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at the moment's notice. If it falls to you, keep the way clear. Yay, another escort quest. Okay, I didn't want to mount anyway. Kelpie, dude. Hippie. Yeah. Calm your mind, do your thing. And she's not here, is she? Failed to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Of course, nothing this way. I'm trying another route then. Oh, shit, we're dark. Gonna go back. Okay. Do 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 do. Calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Midian's presence. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes, I'll have to hide. Where no one can find me. Midian's anguished voice heads toward the water's edge. She went into the lake? As if this wasn't tiresome enough. But at least that open expansion make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. So, Selk, what do you think about the water's edge? We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Don't even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to Remora. So don't do this. He was like, yeah, please climb down this one. Nope. Him itself will remember that. There it is, dude. There it is, dude. Someone DC'd. Poo-poo hands, dude. Poo-poo hands. Interesting. Not here. I'm not here, please. Right in front of us. By that rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? You've been blessed with ether. There's no need to run, Medion. Hey, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. Sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Oh no. Now I have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. That another teleporter? Where? Up here? Down here? Oh my lord. Please go away. I do not want to fight you. I'm currently in the midst of doing things. I hate you. I gotta walk all the way fucking back, bro. Alright. Discuss the teleporter. This teleporter not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, bears no trace of Minion's essence. We move on. Okay. Let's go. There, I see her. Here she goes, dude. She can't fly either, so. Look. Look, but. Oh my god, no. Almost fucking made my guy Emmett Schmid just Leave. Bum, 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 bum. Does that mean she tried to use the teleporter? Interesting. Where you trying to go, little one? Where you trying to go? Just followed the line of people. They hydrated, homies. Yep, she's just going around this fucking circle, dude. And the other group would like march down.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
To the shelter. Eh? Oh, gotcha. Get in the box. We're done asking. Give us the report. Now. We're done asking. Give us the report. Now.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
For what? Just tell us. Oh my god.
If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
From?
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo.
How?
Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants. but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Wow.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
I tasked her with asking what others live for, what gives their lives meaning.
And they're all dead.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteon finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
That would be quite sad.
Meteon, enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Uh-oh.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Oh.
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Yikes.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes.
Oh, Hermes is broke.
Meteon.
She is nothing. You broke her, dude.
It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What you doing, buddy? God? The hell is that?
What is the meaning of this?
I agree.
You cannot take Meteon. Not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Do you want to do that? I think that makes you an enemy. Oh, I see.
You fool!
Oh, Why, Hermes? Why can you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when the creation is returned to the Aether? That you never cast your cursed question to the distant stars? May have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Paging the messenger. Hermes has headed to Thesis. Considering the expansive dimensions of this place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I have to say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point of the facility. So to pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Vidion is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. Convocation's duty to safeguard the star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Good day, Zoe. It is clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Median's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Median is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Great on all accounts. Nicotesis Hyperborea. We go. Okay. Oops. Fuck.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Would that mean that Media and her sisters could have the ability to push their sorrow that they fucking learned from asking the question and finding the answer to fucking the actual world, I guess? I don't know.
that seems kind of extreme. And why they would want to do that, I have no idea.
What have we here? Excuse me, something happened inside Catesis. Mistress Finet, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Catesis put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. And what does the state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Catesis scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. And consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes. We must enter the premise regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop on our path. With the enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. And you will put that talent of yours to good use. We're fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. Now you all need only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I once was a Zim, after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. Feel better about my lack of prowess already. Cool, so she's an all-rounder. And you, Emmett Selk, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but also can channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. So let us hear Zoe. So 'tis only right you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Median. Then we will face the future together. Hmm. Okay. Katisa's Hyperborea, now accessible. Fuck yeah. And you already know, I ain't going to ever no trust. Yo, but we get the squatters, the trust, that's kind of cool. But what are they? Okay, so there's the third seat, all around her. We'll see here. Interesting. Cool. I like this. I wonder if you could only have these guys for the story. I kind of just want to take them, but it'd be really slow. Jesus Hyperborea. It's to pop too. Let's go, dude. Lie at the party. Whoa. This place really is breeding ground for testing. Holy. Okay.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about pulling this other back here. I didn't even see you could. Hang, fuck. Ba, ba, ba. Nice. Oh, it's just these guys anyway. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's not. I lied to you. Ba, ba. These fucking things are really tanky. Holy. Tank Buster. I would assume just follow the footprints. Unless he's gonna come out of it. Oh, yep, there you go. Oops, I didn't mean that. Okay. Fucking tank buster, bro. No damage. Nice. Okay, this is following his footsteps again. Never mind. From this, he should be at this one. No, this one down here. So. That's kind of cool. I thought he was gonna have like some fake ones or something. Nothing, dude. You suck. Kill him before he gets it off, dude. Oh my god. Dude, that guy was like literally like 0.1. So sad. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, hello. This is Doug.
Stay away.
It's a lot of enemies, dude. I like this music too. That's like, I don't need some more cooldowns on this back. Not worth. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, all the fucking faded circles, yeah. Ba-bum. Oh, another boss. The hell is that? Landed Lord. Oh yeah, dude, that's why just fucked me up right out the gate. In hell, okay. I assume this is gonna be like a draw close. Buzz in ether, okay. Okay. I was right. That was a get out of front. So one head is get out of front, two heads is probably what? Get in front. Yeah. I didn't use my fucking whatever. Yeah, let's get in front, dude. I fucking knew it. Oh my god. What the, oh, okay, it's this side safe. I see. Oh, okay, I understand. Fuck the bomber, man, yeah. Okay. That's this side safe, so. Tis but a scratch. Yeah, I was wondering if that, like, it looks AoE, right? So I was like, I wonder if that guy's gonna sit next to me. Nice. Hit him just the same. Okay, so bosses, pretty easy. Cookie cutter bosses right now.
I cannot let you take Mission. Not yet.
Not up to you, bud. We're taking her. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's go. LB, you won't. The Castro LB will actually be kind of sick. Unneeded. Most people don't LB dungeon packs, even though it's a lot more value than the boss. By a lot. Oh, slime. Hello.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
He's got a point. You do just plan to erase them. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag him out of your Doton, dude. Oops. Oh, never mind. Oops, I accidentally clicked out of the window. Yo, Faded Circle still a gain on 2? That's a dub. Not a gain over heart combo, though. There we go. Alright, boss time. Whoa. Yep, boss time. Time to kill Hermes. What's up, fucker? Wing Defiance.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
Oh, those are doors. Sick. Noted.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe!
We've done fucking 11, dude. We knew that. We knew what those were, dude.
Stars on high, fall as rain!
Double. What you mean, double? Oh, good. Okay. Oh, God. Noted. Okay. I was prepared for the second set, not the first. I was like, oh, why does it have cracks in it? I noticed too late. Huh. Oh, it's because it's double. I see. Yeah, let's not let him do that. Don't know what the fuck true bravery does, but I don't want it.
Streams of ether! Surge
Quadruple, dude? No way. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're just like going clockwise. Okay, sick. Nice. Because that was the easy one, dude. That was gonna be like where we were. Nope. Boom, 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 boom. I like the double mechanic. That's kind of sick.
Dancing winds, pierce my foes.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a double tank buster, but no. Fucking interject. I'm good, dude. Don't need to deal with whatever the fuck that is.
Stars on high, fall as rain.
Okay. Oh my god, I didn't press the fucking button, bro. I have too many buttons to press. Oh god, please come over here. Okay, we're ready for
Even when
that.
transformed, but I am not finished yet.
There we go. Good enough. Let's go. He's fucking dead. I'm not even gonna. I don't know. Fuck. We got him, dude. Woo! Level up 2. The hell out of my game, Hermes.
My power.
My power now. I slayed God. And I slayed your ass. And I slayed your ass. We beat Hermes' ass. He got fucked the hell up. Poor guy. Alright, give us the bird. Give us the bird. I'm not asking. I'm taking. Give me the bird. Give me the bird. Oh, I got 3 cards now. Nice. Thanks. Alright. I'll wait for this. I'll die on this hill. I'll die on that hill. Sick. That's cool.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
How many did you send? That's my question.
We conducted our search as per your instructions.
And?
We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity.
Oh.
They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savour in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best.
They should have tried the best of someone better.
That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success.
Sounds like Quitter talk to me.
In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice.
Deactivate.
Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Atheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation.
God.
You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful.
Fuck.
We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
The Zodiac was summoned as a form of protection.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die? Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
He agrees with her.
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed.
He agrees with her.
If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to revert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
What the
Memory
fuck?
reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Oh no.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmet Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmet Selk and Hythlodaeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Oh,
Fly, Meteon!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
oh, we cheating.
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what,
I wanna go home.
you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world.
Yeah, how do I?
This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours.
What you gonna do?
No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it?
Where's what?
There you are, my little confluence.
There's no oxygen here.
Almost! Oh. Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Interesting.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Oh. Oh no.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
What? It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
Dude, Emmett Schmidt's OP, dude.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
Ha!
A gambit brazen beyond words.
Deus is like, I'm useless.
Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen. There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Okay. So we still have an issue. So
Final process complete.
I'll talk about it
Executing
after this.
Universal memory alteration.
Also, this is fucking sick. Weird, but sick.
Go, Argos!
Both of them went.
Huh.
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
Understandably so. Oh.
Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations?
That's kind of sad. But it doesn't mean you can't find meaning in your own life.
I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteon's presence. And the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
This smart bitch. The moon is not a spaceship for escape. It's a means of bringing the fight to her. Interesting. Interesting. What will you say? Oh, what became of the others, I wonder? Damn.
I'd like to know too. Let us ascertain the situation at Cutisis Hyperborea, where they should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis. Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem.
It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vinar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Vinar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well.
Good
I
enough for
haven't
me.
the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Vinar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
Yeah, he kind of got
Once
his
you
ass
are fit
kicked.
to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Oh,
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
and then Silk looks back on it. That bastard. That rat bastard.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Yep. So, she becomes a god so she can end up having this and opportunity in the first fucking place. The moon isn't meant to for humanity to escape the stars so we can fight whatever fucking monstrous creation that she turns into, probably. Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body is, if only for a moment, is without merit. As for Hermes, I think it's unlikely he will create more intellecties. He poured much of himself into Medion, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He'll believe that. Had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Media would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction. One day hence, you will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fandaniel. Fuck. May now enter Catesis Hyperborea with a... No, I see. Thou must live, die, no. So listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. We must fight the battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let's walk together once more. I'll see you to the doors of Propylion. Jesus. Holy fuck, dude. You know, I was like, man, this is like born of emotion. That means that, what do you call it? Midian has a soul, right? Like, that's what that means? Because they can't do shit with the emotion either. They don't have a soul, right? So, she is in fact a living being, not an arcane one. Her and her sisters. Oh fuck, her sisters. Oh god, that means there's more than one. I mean, they're just gonna like fuse into an amalgam. Damn. I find that shit so stupid though. Like, I mean that you would let entire other civilizations that have literally nothing at all to do with your day-to-day being. I guess in that case they're created to find out the purpose of those civilizations. So it's like their purpose in tune just like was for nothing. But at the same time, it's like for Fandaniel especially, or Hermes, like just live your own fucking life. Find meaning for it in yourself, dude. Like what the fuck? He's looking for a greater purpose, and it's just like, you live too fucking long, for one, okay? For two, like, the purpose is to make it what you can. Time in this age is drawing to an end. On speaking to Vinay, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time for these scenes entirely. I'm not gonna speak with her yet. I want to... There's one that I don't have, right? Is it through this door? Yes. Yes, it's this. No? It's not this? I can't? Okay. I thought it was the 8th right thing, but... Okay. Alright, we'll speak to Vinay then. But nonetheless... That was kind of sick. That was kind of sick. That entire, like, recourse of events. I respect.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
This is where we part ways.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation.
Yep.
Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead.
Oh, fuck. It's a Danganronpa game. Oh, God.
Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end.
Oh.
As you move forward, so too will I. As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise.
I mean, it's just so sad that they actually had to die for this,
Fare
too.
you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
An entire civilization gone because one bitch got sad and then made other bitches that got sad and then they were sad together. That's very sad. That's very sad. How much time has passed? That's my question.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Fandanian.
Ooh. Got it. Is the answers, dude? Where's Kadeen at?
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before.
Oh, God.
The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end.
He's cosplaying this a trap.
That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
What?
Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
Oh no. Don't worry. I'll take your sacrifices. Oh my god, is that a sword?
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
And behold, I am God. You absorb him? Oh shit. A little rough there, Benet.
All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment.
God.
I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague.
The fuck?
In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
That's fucking... Okay, that's cool. A little gross, but cool. You could have rolled the credits right there. I'd have been... I would have clapped. I'd have had questions, but I would have clapped.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then
shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
My life. Bonfire. Papaya. Holy shit. That's all I have to say to that. Holy shit. Report to Krill in the main hall of the Baldesian Annex. We have a lot of explaining to do. Yo, okay, listen. There was this chicken. Chicken got sad. Chicken got mad sad. Bad chicken mad sad. Chicken ended the world, dude. Everybody else giving the big mad, dude. Holy shit. Guys, why is this chicken kicking our ass, dude? You laugh at somebody got sad, they get real sad, and then they die. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, main hall entrance. Jesus Christ. So there was this chicken. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get endless despair, of course. Zoe, impeccable timing as always. I heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, so often seems to be the case. While you were away, we had a few developments. Oh fuck, which we can discuss in a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Who died? 88. Oh my! You can already see it's doom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I have every level bracket. It just ceases or doesn't cease to just be like, hey, you know this curveball. Right, my fucking eyes, dude. Oh god. Okay, so from that level bracket, what I have learned: Martians, chicken, sad, mad, bad. Oh god. And now the entire universe is covered in Big Sad. And we have to defeat the Big Sad because we are Big Glad. And if we don't, Highland gonna be big mad. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Okay, but before we continue on, I have to go eat food. And instead of doing like a queue break, whatever the fuck, of like, you know, like AFK, eat food, whatever, I'm gonna pick some food. But I'll stay logged in the game, so like I won't be that long. I'll play back in about 30 minutes or so. That's the plan. Stream ends 30 minutes, and then I'll be back to complete the rest of the story. That's my current thought process here. Yeah, this thing. And I just need to fucking mull over all that just happened. My tiny brain. Oh. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging too. Yeah. I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Like I said, I'm gonna eat food and chill for a second, and then I'll be back. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.